everyone, it's Mary from Mantras and Mangoes and welcome to another video. I haven't done like a sitting down one for a while except for my Q&A, but I want to do more sitting down videos because I really enjoy them and sometimes I really just forget to vlog. I want to do a video on journaling. A lot of people have actually asked me like, how do you keep a journal? What are your tips on starting to write? And yeah, I just wanted to share my experience with you guys. So for some of you who don't know, I've kept a journal since I was 14 years old. I think even younger because I found one not long ago that was from 2002, I think it was. That was like 2002, I was 12 years old and it was a Dolly magazine like journal thing. So that was pretty cool that I found that when I was back home last. So yeah, it's really cool. I love writing. English was one of my favorite subjects at school. I used to want to be a journalist at one point as well. So writing is very, very close to me. It's a form of how I can express myself, and it's like I don't know what I feel until I write it down. So it's really important to me to get in touch with my feelings and actually make sense of what's going through my head, because sometimes it just doesn't make sense to me until I see it on a piece of paper. And I know a lot of people might be like that as well. Like you need to see it in front of you, and I'm a very visual person as well. So I just wanted to give you my 5 best tips on how to journal. So I actually have 2 journals. One is where I write my thoughts and feelings, and the other one is like a day-to-day diary where I plan my day and what I'm gonna do and like to-do lists and stuff. Sometimes I use that for like quotes and thoughts and feelings as well, but it just depends because I can't really write full-on 5-page, you know, thoughts out in it. So I'm going to show you. This is the big diary that I have that I write my day-to-day things on. So I might have shown it to you guys in another vlog from when I first got here to Thailand. So just for an example, I'll show you like a random page. So this is like from the 11th of January. And as you can see, I've written like things to do, reply to emails, edit a Bali vlog, go for a walk. Yes, I write my exercise in there as well because otherwise I forget. And like call the bank. And yeah, I just plan like if I'm meeting people, like lunch at a cafe with my friends. And yeah, it's just good like day to day. And sometimes I just like to draw pretty pictures. So that is just like my random like day to day. I like a big A4 like diary because I feel like it's good to put like pieces of paper in there if you need to go to the bank with some paperwork, or you need to go anywhere else with paperwork and you don't want it to get squashed in your handbag. So I just put it in here and it's really handy. And the other journal that I have is this diary. I got it this year because it was for this year's diary. I'm really like weird like that. I need to have a new diary for every year, even though there's still pages left in the other diary. I just feel like I don't want to mix in the 2 years because it will mess up the feng shui. Every new year is a new beginning, so I feel like you can't mix the years. That's just me being like really superstitious and stuff like that. So I highly suggest to get a new diary for every year because yeah, you don't want to mess up the juju and stuff like that. So this is a diary, and yeah, I write in it whenever I can. Yeah, so I write in that often. So I'm gonna give you like my 5 best tips on like how to keep a journal and everything. And yeah, so let's begin. So tip number 1, go and buy a journal. I know it's so simple, right? You can even use like an old notebook that you haven't written in. I know that I used to have so many old notebooks from school that I never wrote in, but they're just lying around. Like it doesn't have to be like an actual journal. It can be like any kind of book with paper in it. Yeah, if you want to have one that says the year on it, yeah, definitely go and purchase one that's nice looking and that you're gonna have like a good connection with and that makes you want to write in it. I really like diaries that have like what's this called, the binder part here. I don't like the ones that have the rings because when I'm writing my hand gets caught on the ring and it's just really difficult to write. So I like these ones with binders and with the spine. Sorry, with the spine. So yeah, and I like them that they're small and sturdy, and I prefer white pages. I sometimes see those journals that have yellow pages and I don't like the yellow brownie pages. That's just me though. Tip number 2, don't force yourself to write in it every day. Now there's no one saying that you have to write in it every day. It's not a rule, it's not a protocol. It's just write in it when you want to write in it. When you feel like you just want to let go and you have this inspiration, or you have like issues that you want to just talk yourself through writing. If you have inspiration for a poem, if you have inspiration for anything, or you just want to draw some pictures, don't feel obliged to write in it every day. And I used to, you know, feel like I was just forcing myself to write in it every day, and that's when my diary was just becoming like, hi, today I did this and today I did that, and that was cool. I wasn't really physically emotionally connected to my diary. It just became more of a what I did today. And yeah, it's fun to remember that as well, because like I did that when I was traveling in 2014. I kept a travel diary and I wrote in everything that I did. But at the same time, I also wrote my feelings and how that day, you know, resonated with me, how it made me feel. And I think if you do want to write it in every day, definitely write the emotion that it came with. Does that make sense? Don't force yourself to write in it every day. Just write when you want to write, and then trust me, the flow will happen. I don't write in mine every day. It's every, you know, 2 or 3 days or once a week, but it'll be like 5 or 6 pages because it'll be all these emotions at once. So tip number 3, I only went 4. Tip number 3, don't worry about being messy or coherent in your journal. Only you are going to see it, so you don't need to be a neat freak and like get white out and white it out, because that's what I always used to do. And you know, it just brings it so much more character and life when you just be yourself, when you just write. And who cares if you make a mistake or if you don't make sense, because it's your subconscious mind, it's your brain, it's your emotions, your feelings on paper. Whether it's messy, whether it's neat, it's just you, and you should embrace that. And yeah, you can waste so much time worrying about mistakes and trying to sound good, because at the end of the day, you know, it could be published into a memoir one day, but even if that happens, they're gonna have editors and stuff. So don't worry about that. Just be yourself and don't worry about making mistakes and having scribbles and everything like that. Just, yeah, do you. So tip number 4. Oh my gosh, why do I always do that? Tip number 4, don't lie in your journal. Don't lie to yourself. Don't pretend to be someone that you're not, because the point of keeping a journal is to be honest and to get in touch with your feelings. So you don't have to pretend to be anyone else but yourself. This is your escape. This is where you can be you. So embrace it and tell the truth and be honest, because when you are honest, it's when you can grow as a person, and yeah, you can make sense of what's happening and your thoughts and emotions. And I think that's really important. So definitely be honest. And my lucky last, number 5, you can keep your journal safe. Keep it in a safe spot. You can hide it if you want to. I know I've had a lot of trouble in the past where people have read my journals, and because I was honest in them, it caused fights. But at the same time, people shouldn't be reading your diary anyway, or your journal, because it is a private thing. Keep it safe if you're in a house full of like people, and in that way you know that it's close to you and close to your heart, and your emotions are kept safe and your thoughts and feelings are kept safe. So they are my 5 tips to start journaling. I hope they really helped. I'm gonna wrap up the video here because my battery's about to go flat. Give this video a thumbs up if you really liked it, and I'm gonna do more sitting down videos, so please leave your suggestions down below. Don't forget to add me on Snapchat, Instagram, check out my Patreon and my website and my Facebook. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next video.